Welcome back to One Home Podcast. I'm your host Marcel, and today I am joined by Tim Konrath. Welcome, Tim.
Hello, thank you.
Tim is our head of sales here at One Home, and he's also today's not guest. You're not a guest. We're just talking.
I'm happy to be a guest.
We're chatting a little bit about smart home, about One Home, about the industry. So if we start just a brief overview of what has been going on for the past, let's say, month at One Home, what would you say is the biggest thing?
The first thing that comes to my mind is, of course, the new Sonos integration, which I tested already at home, and it works. Yeah, and I really like what's also possible now with automations. What comes out of the box from One Home side.
Yeah.
I think it's not was not expected to have all these functions, and yeah, I think that's the biggest highlight of the last month in terms of features, of course.
Yeah, definitely. That has been quite a while in the making, and for everyone listening, you also probably expected this to arrive anytime, and now it's here. Been waiting for quite a long time, but yeah, the feature is really like fleshed out already, and engineers are still working on some improvements. You mentioned that you already tested it. You got any cool use case other than, of course, playing music with some push button?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, like, it's super easy to integrate. You just go to the dashboard and you connect your Sonos account, and then you can basically use all the Sonos speakers as a classical doorbell. So you have any KNX or Meta push button that you place in front of the door, outside the door, and you can trigger a sound that is already defined in One Home. That's already super nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then. I don't know, what I really like also, what we tested here in the office is the intruder alert with the I think it's an IKEA window sensor, which if the alarm is live, then you can trigger a dog bark, and it's like interesting.
I like what's possible. I mean, I have it actually activated here on my One Home app. So basically what we did is we created a scene that arms the alarm in quotations, and it's also done as a status on our this IKEA donut lamp. So if I actually do it now, we can test it out, I think. Would you want to test it out? Let's arm it. And now it's armed, the red status, and here this Sonos speaker is now like wired. So if anyone opens the door, we should be getting exactly. So this is what you can do.
It's really good, yeah.
Yeah, this is just one of the. Let's disarm it. Okay, now it's green. It's disarmed, and let's go back to just lighting. It's really cool what you can do with it. It takes Sonos from something that's just a music player. To actually being able to use it in your home as feedback or as like an alarm, or even for some fun stuff. The cool thing is we also mentioned this in the presentation video for this feature that you can also check out. We'll put it in the description. You can also host your own MP3 files. So for example, like we talk now, I could be like, hey, make me a coffee, take this clip as an MP3, host it, I don't know, on a GitHub account or anywhere, and then use that to play the custom audio clip, use it in One Home automations, and
send it to the kids' room so the kids know when they have to make a coffee for you, basically.
Exactly. Or when lunch is ready or whatever, right?
No, that's great.
So the possibilities are really almost endless, let's say, of what this can be done with the Sonos integration. So yeah, I mean, that would be probably really the biggest thing. What's your current focus now these days?
Focus now on big projects. So they're not really happening in Central Europe, but we have big projects going on in Middle East, India, and this is the main focus at the moment, because here we see big growth, and it's very interesting that KNX, this German standard, is so popular, also so far away, and it's important to work on this kind of projects. And that's currently the main focus. Yeah, and I think we have a really good solution for that, to offer a lot of functionality in this server, which is like the brain of the installation. I don't want to go now into a sales pitch or something, but I think it's really, we have a great device for that, and I mean, obviously it's working, since we're not just working on the projects, we're also winning the project. So that's currently the main focus. Yeah.
Don't be sorry for pitching. I mean, it's your job. You have to sell us. You would have to sell me one home server. No, but I think not that I think. I want to ask you, like, what's now the reaction? Because now on one home server, a lot of the tools are really like integrator focused. So you can, and not just integrator focused, but adapted to multi-apartment projects or like multi-unit projects. So if you prepare an apartment, you have everything ready in KNX and in one home, then you can basically just duplicate this and reuse it and just adapt, replace devices, and the process gets much faster for the integrator. How does that affect the project winning when you pitch?
That's a very important topic, of course. Next to the functionality is the setup, how much time we save with the setup, because every big project, even if it's I don't know, 1,000 units, you will not have 1,000 different floor plans, of course. You have, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, let it be 10. And you just set each one up in one home, and then you can basically copy paste each floor plan or each layout, and that's that saves you so much time. And that's, I think, for the integrator, next to the functions he's offering later, of course, to the customer or to the end user, that's one of the most important features that we offer. And
that's great. That's great to hear. I mean, it's definitely the direction, as you said, the focus. Moving into it, these larger projects. I mean, we have everything now ready at our disposal in terms of hardware and software, and now it's just a matter of
and it's not just
going out, right?
Exactly, yeah. But it's not just the entire let's say one home backup. You can also, of course, the integrator, he will get to know then, okay, he has different automations or scenes that he uses maybe also in other projects, not just for the multi-apartment copy-paste, and that just saves time end of the day.
Yeah. It's even what I like about it, especially with automations and scenes. I have been playing around quite a lot now, also for the Sonos integration and just programming everything. And it's so intuitive. It's simple. You go in, set the triggers. Then once you have one ready, you just duplicate it, adapt it a bit for different use cases, different devices. I believe this is a real like game changer, because usually what you hear is that, all this proprietary software for KNX and stuff can get really complicated, and you have to have a lot of like deep knowledge and everything. And I think with what we're doing now with One Home, it's, if you understand, of course, the system and everything, it's then much easier for a professional even. If I can do it, I'm not a professional, I don't know everything about it, but if I can do it, then I can just only imagine what a professional, once he gets his hands on it, can really do it.
It's funny because I get often the question if we can prepare a training or something, and it's I have to avoid this answer a bit or talk around, because training is not really necessary. Of course, we can do a nice walkthrough. We can show all the features, how it looks, how it works. But at the end of the day, it's so intuitive. And of course, the first time you set up something, you need a bit more time. But you will see immediately that it's so relatively easy. That you don't really need a training. Or not really. You don't need training. That's
say, I mean, when you say it like this, yeah, it's true. Requiring training, but actually you don't need it. But still, like if we talk about it, we do plan, and it's in the works now to do a little bit of a video series that still like goes through everything. So from physical setup to dashboard overview, through all the functions that we have, we're working on it. So if you, the listener, the audience, will want to go deeper into One Home, not on your own, but with some video content, that is coming soon as well, and we'll be covering a lot more. Because of course, still we want to make it even easier.
Yeah,
right.
of course.
If we can, let's do it. Let's make it more accessible. Do you use automations also at home? You mentioned Sonos, but
Yes, I'm using
else?
automations as well. I mean, the classical night light, some ambient light for inside, outside. I have a small pond where I've just put a Matter smart plug on the pump, and also the lights. I mean, this classical on-off based on time, of course. Otherwise, not so much yet. I'm still in the process of renovating the house.
Yeah. You'll have to take us through your renovations in one episode, maybe in the future episode.
That's a very long topic. Yeah.
Maybe
but
we
of
should
course, yeah.
we should reserve one episode just for team's renovation project, turning a regular home into a smart home.
Where I do as much
Retrofit.
as possible myself. Yeah. So
I mean, that's great, and probably that also helps you understand our users and the clients. If you go through the process of tinkering with stuff and learning, then it's probably much easier to also see the pain points that users experience, and you can do a better job at helping them, right? Yeah, definitely. Okay, what have we planned also for today? So we went through what was going on a little bit last month. Sonos, that was definitely one thing.
We had a team in India on the
we had a team in India.
Smart Home
that's true.
Expo, which was like always a great success. A lot of interest. Yeah. India is, as everyone knows, it's a big country. It's a huge market. Maybe not everyone knows that the KNX potential is also very, very big in India. The requested features are a bit different than you would expect from Europe. Maybe there's a lot of AV. It's important there, yeah. And our Sonos integration is, of course, one of the first or one of the next steps in this direction. So I think here we're doing the right move to also conquer that market.
Yeah, definitely. Now that you mentioned it, based on your experience, like how does, let's say, German market and then, let's say, some Middle Eastern market and like Indian market or a US market differ in terms of what clients require or what they consider as a smart home for them? What would you say?
I mean, like I mentioned, with India, AV is very important. It's not such an important thing in Europe. Here it's more about maybe comfort. And I mean, everyone with the smart home, I think, wants to show off a bit, but
some energy savings.
Energy
also.
Is definitely very important. So I think in Europe, someone would more have an automation that automatically, based on a weather station data, closes shades or optimizes the consumption of the house. That someone in Middle East is maybe not so interested in. They just want the AC to work and maybe have it a bit smart. I think that's much more important for them. I think these are the main two things that I can think immediately of. Sure, there's much more behind that, but this is definitely the main.
Yeah, because it's interesting. When you say smart home, everyone has a bit of a different image of what that looks like. And catering to each of those markets or clients requires a different approach. And also, at the end of the day, the product needs to adapt, right? The integrator has to have the tools in his hands so he can do all of this. And as we mentioned in the start, now with Sonos, that's another step, like maybe more into this AV that was maybe a little bit missing before with One Home. And as I heard, we'll be also building some more infrastructure around bringing even more integrations into one home.
We cannot and we will not go into any details, but there's a big game changer coming to one home that we offer much more to the market for the integrator and also for the end user, which I think is also we are doing a good job. And here's the props to the product team, of course, that we are doing a good balance between what we offer to the end customer and also tools for the integrator, for the professional user, I think. And we're doing this really good there, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so stay tuned, right?
Yeah,
stay tuned
exactly,
for more, definitely. And I can also say and tease, if we are teasing, there's a little bit of a cheeky preview of One Home Touch coming out really soon. So for everyone that's been waiting for this, you will be able to see it in action in just a little while. I will not say exactly when, but it's coming really, really, really soon. We're working on that as well, so you get some exciting updates, and this will also be a big part of what we're putting out in the next, let's say, few months, right?
Next big milestone, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for it to sell it, but I'm also waiting for it to use it.
You'll have to put it into your innovation project.
I'll put it in, definitely,
Yeah.
As many as possible.
I mean, you come from an architectural background, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's a bit different from what I do now. More the technical architectural background, I would say, not the classical artist one. But that's my background. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very happy that I landed in One Home, as this was already before definitely my hobby, this entire smart home, and you could say that I transformed my hobby to my job as well. Yeah.
I mean, that's great. They say if you do what you like, you don't work a day in your life or something like that.
It's not just a saying. Maybe there's still it's not 100% maybe for everyone, but there's definitely some truth behind that.
Yeah. It's completely different if you work on something that you're excited to go. You wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, I love what I'm doing and what we're putting out. It's completely different, definitely. But okay, if you mentioned that smart homes were already your hobby, then you're probably also on track what's happening now a little bit in the smart home releases. Like I noticed an interesting article you sent me last 2 weeks ago. It was like a visual based or like camera based smart home control. What was like a Kickstarter project or something?
It was some crowdfunding. Yeah, I don't remember the details now, but how I understood it was like it's a bit creepy, but also amazing at the same time. I think it's a dual camera, or it's a camera system that you have in your living space. I mean, I don't know how do you define that, where to put it. But I think it tracks your movement. I don't know. It sees that you got up, and then it triggers, I don't know, the coffee machine and the toaster maybe, and the morning scene. So everything is not based on some automation that you set before that at this time this happens, or it's more like it tracks. I think it's for sure AI powered. What's not AI powered today?
Yeah.
It tracks a bit based on that. What's happening or what you are doing at home, it triggers automations for you. Very interesting, yeah. But
here I found it.
But it's also a camera in your personal space, yeah. And I don't know, it for sure requires internet connection.
Yeah, I mean it says that it says that it's completely offline, the processing.
Okay.
But still, probably the feeling of having like two cameras following you, because it has it moves a bit. It's it looks a bit like what's that hammer shark, with the wide eyes. It looks like this, and it follows you around, and then it learns with time based on your movements around the house what it should do, like turning on lights and stuff. So it apparently it's like zero voice control, zero nothing. It does everything based on
We can test it as
vision.
soon as it's ready. Yeah, we will test it in the office, not at home.
I'm not putting this in my home. I mean, probably that's also like quite a factor when people go for some stuff. I think even with KNX, it's a benefit that it's cable. It's no wireless. It's
Not any cloud-based. Definitely,
it's safer, right?
Yeah.
And then when you go into this direction with some like vision learning, I think a lot of people have some reservation
Definitely.
regarding
this
that.
is for the smart home enthusiasts.
Yeah,
definitely.
you have to be really like into it.
Yeah.
Okay, but while we're at Kickstarter, I remembered also another thing you showed me, and I wonder how that will go. There's like a smart grass cutter or like a mower.
Oof. I mean,
You bought that.
Oof. Don't get me started on that. I mean,
No, tell me.
These lawnmower robots. It's not a new thing, but I mean, I think there's also I don't know. It's not hundreds, but there's definitely 20, 30.
No, but the one
brands.
you showed me, it's not like classic. It has even the plow for snow and everything.
I need that. I live on 700 meters elevation. We have a bit more snow than the average house, so it's nice to maybe also have a little plow. But it's definitely overkill. There's no doubt here. I also have a very steep property, so I also needed something with tracks. So
so it has tracks.
I told myself I need something for that. So yeah. But it's also Kickstarter deliveries in August, hopefully in August.
We'll see.
We'll see, yeah. But yeah.
Main question, is it like Matter enabled or something?
I wish.
How will you do it then?
This has to be a separate system, unfortunately, yeah.
Maybe with that new structure that you teased, maybe it will be able to integrate into one home. Well,
maybe you can do something, yeah.
We'll see.
Who knows? I'll keep you out. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, please, because I'm really interested. It's a wild machine, definitely. All right, I think for today we can call it the end of this podcast, huh? And definitely we have to invite you maybe next time, because I'm really interested in this your project, your home project,
house project,
the retrofitting. You drop a hint here and there, but I think we have to talk it through here on the podcast.
Yeah,
it's an interesting thing.
I'm happy to share the plans and also the experience I make and made already. Yeah.
Please do, Tim. Thank you for coming to this episode.
Thanks for the invitation.
And for everyone watching or listening, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.